Hello, this is another totally unscripted, unedited video. I just wanted to take a moment to talk a little bit about the assignment for this week, the two case studies that you're working on. In particular, there are a couple of issues regarding case study number 2, the Bart Rogers case, this athlete who is considering the various contracts. Two things that we need to pay attention to. First of all, each of these contracts involve what is called an immediate signing bonus. Now, I know you already realize this, but that signing bonus, and I'm looking particularly here at contract offer number 3, that $1.5 million contract signing bonus is immediate money. It's money in the current period. It's money at time 0. And so that particular value we will not subject to any sort of mathematical operation. We don't have to find the present value of the signing bonus because it's already in present value terms. So the reason I highlight this is if you're going to use Excel or some other spreadsheet, and specifically if you're going to use the present value function within Excel, you want to keep in mind that that function will only apply to the future cash flows. Those cash flows that begin in year 1, end of year 1, end of year 2, and so forth. You will not enter that signing bonus as part of that formula. So essentially you want to work this as a 2-step process. Step number 1 is you will find the present value of the future cash flows and then add 1.5 million to that. Again, 1.5 million is already in present value terms. The second issue, and again this relates to the third contract as well as the Canadian team contract. There's the possibility of at least 2 different outcomes in each year. Contract offer number 3, there's an 80% chance that Bart will not be a part of the Pro Bowl, in which he would earn in year 1 $600,000. There's a 20% chance he will go to the Pro Bowl and earn an additional $200,000 bonus, which would take his salary up to $800,000. So the question is, how do we treat the uncertainty here? How do we deal with the possibility of 2 different possible outcomes? The way we do this is to compute an expected cash flow or an expected value. This is simply done by computing a weighted average, just like very often teachers do in college courses. The way that they compute your course grade is through a weighted average. We do the same thing here. We take that $600,000, multiply it by the 80% probability of that occurring. That gives us $480,000. We take the $800,000, that's in case the player does go to the Pro Bowl. There's a 20% chance of that. Multiply $800,000 by 0.2. And then we add those 2 values together. That gives us the expected value or the expected cash flow in year 1. And we would do the same for the other 3 remaining years. And we would use this as the cash flow in year 1 and use this to compute the present value of the contract. So again, two things that are a little bit different about case study number 1 is the signing bonus, and then of course this probability distribution regarding the cash flows. This also affects the Canadian contract as well. So just be aware of those two minor complications as you work through case study number 2. Until next time.